you want me to introduce you or just want to come straight on?
I'll introduce myself from outside.
I can shout from the door.
No, I'll do that, mate, don't worry.
I'm quite happy to
Yeah, okay.
When he first started talking, it was hello.
Oh, shit.
Right, listen, I'll tell you what we're going to do. You've got to pretend this is live at the Apollo. Use your imagination. I'm going to announce myself from outside, and then you can go wild and do whatever it is. Is that all right? Yeah. On board for that?
I don't know who it is.
Right, Ed, we've just been told to be enthusiastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to wherever the hell it is we are. I'm doing a Brexit Nick Hill!
Yay!
What a rapturous, apathetic round of applause that was. I've got to be honest, that was pretty poor, wasn't it? I know it's a. What day is it? Is it only a Tuesday? That's what, when you retire, young people at the back, this is what happens. Every day merges into another. So it's Tuesday, that's why we've got a sense of apathy in the room, I suspect, isn't it? So can we just try that welcome again? Because I don't feel very good. Fuck off. Don't even start. Just give it up. Red, come on, let's have a bit of excitement. 1, 2, 3, go! That is far better. So welcome everybody to the White Horse, and what a beautiful pub and what a beautiful location this is. Are we all from the locality?
Yeah.
Is there anybody who's not from? I can't. Is it Clun? It is Clun. Is there anybody in here not from Clun? The hands are going up now. Where are you from, young man? Difficult question. Do your best. Come on.
Kent.
Kent. So are you on holiday? I'll take it.
No.
You've travelled all the way from Kent tonight just to be here. Oh, that is. Liar, of course he's lying. So what are you doing here?
I've retired up here.
Oh, have you? Well, this is great, isn't it, round here? Because I'm from Gloucester, and this is lovely. So we've got a Kent person. Anybody else? Any other advances on Kent? Can we beat Kent?
Yorkshire.
Ah, Yorkshire, from Yorkshire. Yorkshire man, for you. Sheffield.
Yeah, not far from Yorkshire.
Oh, it's gone downhill rapidly, hasn't it? But that's fine. And so everyone else is from Clun. Lovely place. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but actually there used to be a T in the name of Clun. Right? And because this goes back to Neolithic times, and you can Google this, right? The village was actually called Clunt. And in Neolithic times, when the tribe used to go off to fight other villages, they just used to sing, "We are the Clunts, we are the Clunts, we are the Clunts," and everyone laughed at them, so they dropped the T, and that's why you've ended up with N. You don't believe me, do you? Google it, it's on Wikipedia. What goes on in Clun? Clearly not a lot. As we were driving through tonight, someone shouted out, "Stranger danger." I mean, it wasn't the world we were. But you've had some amazing people live it. The guy who wrote "Don't Look Back in Anger" lived here. Was it Martin Osborne? John Osborne was close. And there was another guy who wrote children's books about children that solved adventures and mysteries in Clun. What mysteries are there in Clun? Because in 2011, somebody wrote This was a lovely place to live, but unfortunately everybody knew about everyone else's business. So is that correct? True. Pretty standard. So let's just have a look at see what we've got going on here. We've got table here, the saga outers, I think is that what's going on. Obviously there's a lot of hassle going on in the world right now. We've got everything kicking off in the Middle East. But here in Clun we've got far more important issues to deal with, because this young lady, I think it was you or you, was absolutely devastated when the landlord told you there might not be any crumb left, weren't you? You were gutted, and then you were kicking off on one because you want a background on something, and everyone's been shooting you down in flames all day. So what's that about? What's been going on there? What do you want a background on?
It's an amateur dramatic performance.
Oh fuck me, I've lost the will to live already. Is it, and is it a poster you want designing and people... Scenery! And who's shooting you down in flame? Are they sat around the table right now? This one there. This young lady.
That one.
That one.
Woman.
So what's the issue? What have you got against proper scenery? What's going on?
No, it wasn't me. I was totally supportive. You weren't. I was.
Can I just say before we go on, at the back, right, at the back table we have a token table of young people, right? And they're already thinking, if this is what our lives are going to become, they're going to kill themselves now. So can you just try and raise your game and set them an example so they might actually feel they've got something to look forward to? Would that be all right?
Absolutely.
And then I think, yeah, you guys are right. You guys never said anything. You guys? What happened the last time with this kid? Because did I overhear you say, we'll be thrown out the last time? If you can't remember if you were thrown out because you were pissed, then clearly you were.
I know, I can remember.
You can remember. So were they thrown out? So they were.
No, there's no they in this.
There's no.
It wasn't my fault.
The person who was thrown out isn't here tonight, so it's all good.
Oh, that's a shame. But
No,
you said
it's
you-
not.
Sorry, someone else.
It's really not.
It's a real not. It's a shame he's not here.
No, it's a shame.
I have
it's
run
not
it.
a shame.
Oh, it's not. It's a female. Was it? Was it on too much prosecco? Is that what happened?
No.
No.
Don't worry, I had run her, she's on her way.
Oh, something to look forward to. Then that's brilliant. And then you commented you didn't want to be picked on, didn't you? Which is exactly the wrong thing to say. The whole player stood behind you. It's him. No, you definitely said you didn't want to be picked on. But I'll leave you alone. You're absolutely fine. And then we've got quite possibly the poshest young table sat at the back, with the most eloquent voices I've heard in a long time. So what's going on here? We just finished uni, I take it, for the summer. Is that what's happened?
Pretty much. Finished for the summer.
Finished for the summer. And what uni are you at?
Newcastle University.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And what are you studying?
Sociology.
So you're going to be jobless
Yeah, that's the plan.
in a few years. There's still cakes and gatos. Look at this. Who's that for?
I don't know, that's the problem.
Just making. And then what about the rest of the group? Where, are we all at uni? So let's just have a look round the table. Where are we at, young man?
Aberystwyth.
Aberystwyth studying
Geography.
geography.
Birmingham, doing aerospace engineering.
Oh, you're ahead so far.
Cardiff, doing history.
Way down the scale. Young man.
Oh, I'm not. Just yeah.
I'm just hanging around.
Yeah,
with
just
these
hanging
people.
around, yeah.
Have you got any aspirations to go to uni?
No, definitely not.
Definitely
not.
And then the young lady behind you.
Gap year.
You having the gap year?
Yeah.
So you're doing fuck all day. Brilliant. So we've got, I can't remember where we've got Newcastle, we've got Aberystwyth, we've got, I can't remember,
Birmingham.
Cardiff, thank you. And then, I can't remember what you're doing, geography or something, absolutely way. So, the aerospace wins, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
Aerospace wins. What do you want to do when you finally grow up?
Work in defence, maybe.
Brilliant. I think that could come in very
Yeah.
useful. And are you worried about the impending conscription? Because in 6 months' time, none of you are going to be here. You do realise, don't you? You'll all be But you've got to get out calls, right? If you do get called up for national service, because as a society we've caused a massive problem for ourselves, all you've got to do is, sorry, I don't identify as a soldier, and you'll be left well alone. You'll be absolutely fine. Right, so, have we all been to a comedy gig before? Listen to that. No. So tonight we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 fantastic acts. So we'll have your first act on, then we'll have a break, and then we'll have a middle act, and another middle act, and then we'll have another break, and then we'll have your headline act. Is that all right? I mean, it doesn't matter if it isn't. That's exactly what's happening. If I could just ask you not to go to the bar whilst the acts are on, that would be great. But we'll give you plenty of time to get some drinks and stuff. But I think that's about it, really. I mean, if you want to heckle or ask questions, feel free. It's not a problem. It seems like a nice, small, friendly group. Tell them about the phones. If you've got phones, I doubt if you'll get a signal here anyway. Is there a signal?
Oh, there should be.
It should be. But if you have got phone, no, I mean, you can leave. Honestly, it's a small group. If your phone goes off, then I'm sure we'll all be interested to see who's on the phone, and we'll embarrass you accordingly. This young man's looking to see if he can actually work out how to turn his phone off. Mate, give it to the boys at the back. They'll help. Give it to the young ones. They'll be fine. You don't know what they find on it. Well, wearing that shirt, there certainly won't be a lack of fucking shopping channels. This is a nice gig, because not all gigs are like this. I did a gig a few months back, went down to Swansea, really wet and miserable Wednesday night, and I think the MC had overdosed on too much live at the Apollo. So I was backstage waiting to go on, and I could hear him through the curtains. He was like, "Ladies and gentlemen, it's fantastic to be here. I want you to go wild. I want you to stamp your feet, clap, holler, raise the roof, as we welcome to the stage the fantastic, the brilliant Nick Hill." And I came on, and there was 4 people sat there. There was an older lady, a young man, and another lady, and a man behind him. And it turned out it was the grandmother and mother, and this was the grandson, and they were really worried because he was going in the army. And I said, "What are you worried about?" And the grandma said, "Well, he might go off and he might be killed." Turns out he was going as an administrator, so he was fine, but he was pretty good looking. So I thought I'd calm her nerves by saying, "Look, he's not going to go to war. However, looking like that, he could be in danger of an assault from the rear." And she didn't find that funny in the slightest. I thought, well, I'll leave those alone. And the guy behind me said, "So what's your name?" He said, "My name's Roger Moore." I thought, "Oh, brilliant, comedy gold." And then he said, "Well, I've got mental health issues and I don't know what I'm doing here." So I was like, "Oh, just have to leave and go alone, mate." And then the following night, I was doing a gig, little base in the Cotswolds, and I just went on and said, "Lovely to be here in Ashton Keynes." And straight away, this woman at the back said, "Excuse me, young man. I know it's spelled Keynes, Keynes, but here in the village, we prefer to pronounce it Keynes. Is that okay?" I said, "No, it's absolutely fine. Got to be honest, it does make you sound like a bit of a pretentious cunt. That's spelled C-A-N-T, but I prefer to pronounce it." Right, that joke normally goes down really, really well, so you're going to have to work a lot harder. Otherwise, this is going to be a really, really long night. So I've been doing comedy, I don't know, 20 odd years, and when I started, I had dreams of, maybe a tour, maybe live at the Apollo. Fuck it, look at this. Is this really what? No, honestly, this is great. And you do get, I was just saying to Deech on the way up, without doing comedy, we never get to see some of these quirky little places. And this is a lovely, well, it seems a lovely village anyway, so we might come back here and visit it with our camper van. It's a town, right, okay. I did see that on Wikipedia, that it was classed as a village and then you got upgraded to a town, wouldn't it? A town in the 2011 census had 600 residents in it. That's hardly a town, is it really? It's not even a fucking village. You've got a mayor.
Don't mention the man. Yeah. He said about
This has just turned into a debate team about is this a town or a village? So you've got a mayor and a town board and a town council. It's a town. I think the young people at the back should give a fuck whether it's a town or a village. You've got far more important things to do, haven't you, like the impending Gulf War. So they've got things to do in a few months' time. They won't be caring whether it's a town or a village. So I've travelled up from Gloucester tonight, and I don't know if you're aware of Gloucester. I've lived there all my life. Does anybody know anything about Gloucester? Please don't say Fred West.
Yeah, that's what
We're far more than that. We've got a cathedral, where Harry Potter was filmed, we've got brilliant clocks, and we have the cheese rolling, do you know? Okay, so basically once a year, annual event, cheese rolling takes place, and in its simplistic form, it's an event for poor people. They gather at the top of the hill, the cheese is rolled down, they chase after it, and whoever gets the cheese keeps it, right? I've lived in Gloucester all my life, I've never done it, but I've decided next year I'm going to enter, and I have been practicing already. I've been rolling the baby bell down my drive, and that's working well. And the cheese roll was banned for a number of years for health and safety reasons. But when it was brought, BBC Southwest came to film it. And one of the winners of one of the races was a 15-year-old girl from a particularly rough part of Gloucester called Kylie. And they interviewed her and they said, so Kylie, you've entered the race and you've won, what would you like to say? And she was like, yeah, well I did enter the race and I did win and I'm very surprised. And they said, why were you surprised, Kylie? And I thought, oh Kylie, this is your chance, you're on national TV, say something profound. And what I wanted her to say was something like, wow, I'm 15, I left school at 13, no qualifications, everyone wrote me off. My teachers, my friends, my family. They said, I never amount to nothing, I've already got 6 kids by 10 different dads. And I thought, do you know what, Kylie, this is your chance to shine. And I trained really, really hard for this race. I was out in all weathers, putting myself through torture. And I got to the top of the hill, and I looked down, and I was just focused on winning. And I could see at the bottom, friends, family, all the ones that laughed at me, they were all down there, still laughing. I thought, we won't be laughing in a minute. And when that cheese went, I chased after it with all my might. I was tumbling head over heels, I could have broken my neck or anything, but I was just determined to prove that I am worth something, that I am a winner. That's what I wanted her to say. What came out of Kylie's mouth to the question, why were you surprised, was simply this. I don't even like cheese, which for me that just sums Gloucester people up in a sentence really. So listen, I think we're ready for our first act of the evening, is that okay?
Yeah.
So his name is Dimitri Deach, he's a very good friend of mine, we've known each other for years and years and years. And on the count of 3, if the young people at the back will start the applause and then bring it all the way through the room, and this time just wait till he actually gets the microphone, that would be handy, is that alright? Yeah. Listen to that apathy, mate, I'm sorry. 59 miles we've driven for this. And it's going to be a long 59 miles back. So on the count of 3, let's go. 1, 2, 3, start the applause. Give it my group and welcome Dimitri Deach.
Give Nick a round of applause as well, yeah. Thank you very much for inviting me to your town to be here to learn that you don't like the mayor. That's anyway. You do like the mayor. He doesn't like the mayor over there. You do. He's a good man. He's a good man. He's not a nightmare. He's a good man. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. My first time here in Clun, the town of Clun used to be called Clun Parry, means village of premature ejaculators. Nice to be